The mind trick that holds you back and how to break it. What if the reason your life never truly changes is because your own mind lies to you every single day? Not loudly, not dramatically, quietly, silently, in a way you never notice. Yet it shapes every choice you make and every path you walk. You wake up and try to push forward. You try to make better decisions. You try to stay strong. But somewhere behind all of that effort, there is a simple truth. Your brain is not designed to show you the truth. It is designed to protect your beliefs. And sometimes, those beliefs are the very things holding you back. You search the internet for proof that you are right. You ignore everything that challenges you. You remember stories that support your opinions. You forget stories that question them. You think you are gathering knowledge, but you are only building a cage made of your own thoughts. My name is Wason. I am here to tear that cage apart. This channel exists for one purpose: to help you think clearer, to help you learn smarter, to help you break the limits that your mind quietly builds around you. I do not speak to you to make you comfortable. I speak to wake you up. Let me ask you something. Have you ever believed something for so long that it felt impossible to question it? A belief about your career, your worth, your future, your abilities. Yet deep inside, you knew something felt wrong. You felt a quiet tension, a quiet doubt, a quiet voice whispering that you might have been wrong this entire time. Tell me one thing. What is one belief you are no longer sure is true? Write it in the comments. Say it out loud. Bring it into the light. Because today we begin a different kind of learning. A learning that is not about repeating old ideas, but destroying the ones that never served you. There is a reason you feel stuck even when you work hard. There is a reason you keep repeating the same patterns. You believe you are thinking clearly, but in reality, your mind is pulling you into old traps. You do not see the trap because it sits inside the way you interpret the world. You do not escape it because you do not know it is there. You think you are learning, but you are defending your beliefs. You think you are moving forward, but you are walking in circles created by your own thoughts. You are fighting shadows, not reality. Let me show you the first trap. You search for information that agrees with you. You avoid information that challenges you. When something confirms your belief, you feel safe. When something threatens it, you feel offended. This is not learning. This is fear disguised as intelligence. The second trap is the anchor. Someone tells you that your job is more secure than others. You hear it once. You accept it. You stay even when you know it drains your energy. The first idea you heard became the cage you stayed inside. You did not choose it. It chose you. The third trap is memory. Not real memory. Selective memory. You remember the moments that hurt you the most. You forget the moments that lifted you. You remember the one person who doubted you. You forget the many who supported you. You believe you are protecting yourself, but you are only keeping old wounds alive. This is why your progress feels heavy. You are not climbing a mountain. You are dragging the weight of old thoughts behind you. Thoughts created by fear, by habit, by stories that were never true to begin with. Have you ever carried a burden no one else could see? A burden that did not come from life, but from inside your own thinking. If you have felt that invisible weight, then you already know the truth. You are not fighting the world. You are fighting the lens you see the world through. And that lens can be replaced. There is a truth most people never discover. The smarter you think you are, the easier it becomes for your brain to fool you. Confidence does not always come from knowledge. Sometimes it comes from ignorance. And the moment you forget that, your life begins to shrink. This is the illusion that traps millions of people. You learn something new. You feel powerful. You feel unstoppable. After 1 week, you believe you understand everything. After 1 year, you realize you understood almost nothing. The more you learn, the more you see the size of the world. And the more you see the size of the world, the less certain you become. Let me give you a simple example. You start learning English. After a few days, you feel like you are improving fast. You believe you can understand everything. But after a few months, you begin to notice the details you missed, the words between the words, the ideas under the ideas. You grow. And with growth comes humility. This is called a reality check, and it is one of the most powerful tools you will ever have. When you overestimate yourself, you fall for the illusion. When you question yourself, you rise above it. Let us learn 3 phrases that will help you understand this moment. The first phrase is, overestimate yourself. It means believing you are better than you truly are. It is a warning sign that your mind is protecting your pride, not your future. The second phrase is, fall for the illusion. It means becoming trapped by something that looks true, but is not. Your own confidence can become that illusion. The third phrase is, reality check. It means stopping and asking yourself what is actually true, not what you wish were true. Now pause for a moment. What routine in your life has kept you stuck? What habit feels safe but no longer serves you? If you could change one thing about your week, what would it be? Remember this. Real intelligence does not sound like loud certainty. Real intelligence sounds like quiet curiosity. It asks questions, it challenges itself, and it never stops learning. You are not stuck because life is harder for you than for others. You are stuck because of the quiet lies your mind repeats. Lies you have heard for so long that they feel like truth. Lies that keep you walking in circles even when you believe you are moving forward. One of those lies is the idea that you must stay where you have invested your time. You stay in relationships that drain you because you spent many years trying to fix them. You stay in jobs that suffocate you because you already gave so much effort. You stay in routines that no longer fit who you are because they once made sense. This is the sunk cost trap. You think quitting means losing, but continuing is what steals your future. Let me ask you something. If you were starting fresh today, would you choose the same job, the same environment, the same relationship, the same habits? If the answer is no, then why keep choosing them now? Not choosing is still a choice, and sometimes it is the choice that costs you the most. There is another lie your mind whispers. It tells you to focus only on the next step. But real progress does not come from thinking 1 move ahead. It comes from thinking 3 moves ahead. This is second-order thinking. Do not ask only what happens now. Ask what happens next. And after that again. Let me show you how powerful this is. You say yes to more work. And then what? More work becomes more stress. And then what? Stress becomes less time for your health. And then what? Less health becomes less clarity. Suddenly, the simple word yes changed the direction of your entire year. To rise above these traps, you must think from the foundation, not from the surface. This is called first principles thinking. Break the problem into pure facts. Remove every assumption. Build the answer from zero. Do this with your life. Do this with your learning. Do this with your future. 2 phrases will guide you here. Breaking the cycle means refusing to repeat the same old pattern. Think beyond the moment means understanding that every choice becomes a chain of consequences. Stand still for a moment. Ask yourself, if you would not choose this again today, why are you still choosing it? You might think you are broken, but you are not. You are simply running a mental system that was built for an older version of you. A version that feared too much. A version that knew too little. A version that survived but did not grow. You are not failing. You are updating. Imagine your mind as a room you have lived in for many years. Over time, you placed old boxes in the corners. You kept objects that no longer matter. You left memories sitting on the shelves even though they collect dust. You walk into the room every day and wonder why it feels small, but the room is not small. It is full. When you remove even a few things, the room changes. When you throw away ideas that never belonged to you, space appears. When you clear the noise inside your thinking, peace returns. This is how growth works, not through force, but through clarity. Your mind is not your enemy. It is a tool. It just needs a new system, a small system, a simple one. A system you can follow every day. 5 minutes a day of real awareness can change the direction of your life. 5 minutes of questioning your assumptions. 5 minutes of choosing truth over fear. 5 minutes of learning instead of defending. This is the same way you learn English. You do not need hours. You need consistency. You need presence. You need small steps repeated with intention. One phrase at a time. One idea at a time. One breath at a time. You are not behind. You are not weak. You are simply ready for the next version of yourself. And that version begins the moment